All right. This is the second matchup of this evening, the first set of 3 matches in our Week 6 matches. I am Johnny Fluffy Osornia, your host for this final matchup. Lots of matchups being used. We have Core Impact coming in at number 2, 4-1 currently, taking on Hat, which they are 3-2, but they are the best of all the 3-2 teams. We have 3 teams tied at 3-2 currently. Excuse me. They come in at number 3. You see some of the stats on your screen here. Honestly, a fairly balanced matchup. The biggest thing to note on this matchup would be the major roster changes by both teams. We're going to go over the rosters shortly. I just want to do a quick recap of what had happened today. In our first matchup of the evening, we had Minor Esports taking on Paradox. Paradox being at home. Minor Esports takes the first map on Clubhouse. They win that one 5-3. Then they move on to the second map, which is Chalet. Paradox is able to take that map 5-1, put on a pretty dominant performance, great execution, great counterplay coming out from them. And then that took it to the final match, which is the third time we've seen all 3 maps going down in the CCS currently. Excuse me. And that one was actually won by Paradox also. They won that one decisively just as well, 5-2. So they took that one 2-1. In our off-stream match, EQ has been disqualified from the league. We have a 2FF rule. If after 2 forfeits and you are out of roster moves, so no way to accommodate and play again, then you must relinquish your spot in the league. That's just part of it. So the qualifiers that are going on tomorrow night, which can be found on our Battlefy page, just look up CCS Cyber Athlete Championship Series. The top 2 will actually make it in. The number 1 team taking Mystic's spot with a 3-2 record, and the number 2 taking EQ's record, which is 2-3. So a little bit of exciting stuff going on. I'm pretty excited. We're going to be doing that, probably casting at least some of the final matchups in that one. But while we're getting the players in the lobby, let's take a second and go over all these roster changes that we were talking about. Let's go ahead and do the rundown. You can follow Core Impact on Twitter at Core Impact GG, all one word. For this roster, we got Zen, Gun Havoc, Dynasty, Temper, and Trakes. The biggest thing to know on this, you will see Gun Havoc has came from that Lethal Gaming / Mystic Esports roster. Guy was their former shot caller in-game and in-game leader. Gun Havoc coming in to fulfill that role as a roamer with Temper, be their new IGL. So excited to see what that brings for them. I still say you have Gun Havoc on the team, but you have to keep your eyes on Temper. He is really doing well. Him and Dynasty both have been fragging very heavily. But I think the implementation of Gun Havoc really makes them strong. And it is only one player, although it is their in-game leader. So that alone could cause us some issues when trying to work with someone directing a new group of players. You're not really used to each other and all solidified with your chemistry, So we'll see how that comes into play. And up next, we got Honor Among Thieves. Everyone loves Honor Among Thieves. You can follow them on Twitter at Hat Esports, Hat_Esports, HAT_Esports. We got Hyper, Wheeze, Sweater, Virus, and Gamer Z Ohio. And big note here, they're missing 3 of their original starters, which are Billboard, Benji, and Bolo. Benji and Bolo choosing to leave. I think that Billboard has just been away for the day. So we're going to see Sweater, Virus, and Gamer C for the first time. A very different lineup. Their heavy fragger was Bolo. So without your main Slayer, I think it's going to be up to Hyper to pick up the slack on this one. I expect to see Hyper do really good. I expect to see Wheeze be able to pick up some kills. It's just going to be a matter of how they can anchor that site. How can they adjust to these massive changes, because of course these are very large changes coming out. Right, so we're still trying to get these guys in. We have all of Core Impact in our lobby. We're still waiting for Hat to get in here. Going to be pulling back. We should be getting into the pick ban phase pretty soon. And that'll be live in a second. The teams just received their link. We actually have a system to where each team gets a link. The admin gets a link, and then us, the observer, gets a link. So everyone gets to see different things and working products. It's pretty cool. Just to note some things, if you guys ever want to get any knowledge on the teams, kind of find out who the players are, we have individual stats, team pages, standings, full schedule. The schedule is about 4 slots, excuse me, so you'll always be up to date about 2 weeks out. But if you want to check out all the info or get caught up whenever you're not here watching it live, it's ccsesports.com. Has everything that you could need there, all the info. You can even message us if you have any suggestions or requests, because of course this is a player based, you know, try to say it's for the player by the player, because we really care about it. The underagers didn't have any outlet to play or anything like that. So we get to see some exciting talent and some new strategies. So this is very exciting stuff for sure. Excuse me. Um, I think I'm more interested to see what kind of bands we're going to see here. You don't have that presence that you had on Hat. I believe Billboard was their in-game leader, so he's not there. And a new in-game leader also going over for Core Impact and Gun Havoc. So we'll see how their specific play styles, whoever's calling the shots, affects the way that they're able to play in the map pool in which that they are limited to. Kind of hanging tight, hanging tight. I think this is going to be a tough matchup. I mean, you look at the records. Trying to beat Effie, pretty tough right now. They added Moss, and I really think that the addition of Moss pretty much just solidified their roster entirely. They are 5-1, or 5-0, excuse me. They're sitting in first place. They're doing really good. Most people are struggling with them, so it makes sense why Hat would have lost, even though they're a really good team. I think there's a lot of individual talent on that team. But a team like FE being that professional caliber team, a little too strong. So that's where one of their losses came from. The other loss came yesterday from EQ, or excuse me, on Wednesday from EQ in the off-stream game, which hopefully we will have that video uploaded by the end of this weekend or sometime this weekend for you guys. I'm not exactly sure who the one loss was for Core Impact. I'd have to go back and look. But here we go. Picks and bans are finally started. Skyscraper being the first ban coming out for Honor Among Thieves. Makes sense. Not one that seems to get through a lot. Although I would probably have chosen to wait a little bit longer. If you know you're not going to play that one, maybe give your opponent a chance to ban it away. You can use that in your favor. Most teams aren't going to play that map anyway. Stuffy nose, so kind of have to bear with me. I think Core will ban out. They'll probably ban out Oregon, maybe. I expect them to ban out. Honestly, I think Oregon is definitely going to be one of their bans. I know Hat loves to play Clubhouse. Core Impact also loves to play Clubhouse. So, likely to see a Clubhouse be played today. I think that we're probably going to see Clubhouse and Border come out. So, I expect to see a Chalet ban coming in from Hat. Core Impact probably banning out Coastline. Maybe Cafe. I think they do like Cafe. I'm not 100% certain. All this talk, the anticipation is killing us. Go ahead and get those bans in. There we go. The ban coming in for Core Impact. They're going to take out Bank. That was the other one I was thinking of that I couldn't get off the tip of my tongue. Skyscraper, Bank. Think about it, both vertical, but in their own way. Also, a ban from Hat going over to Border. Now, I know that's one of their better maps. Maybe they ban this because they know Core Impact is pretty strong on Border. So I really like the choice to ban that one. I think that was a strategical move. So even though Billboard's not there, still a lot of good minds on that team showing strong there. I was touching on Bank, a very team-based map. I would have expected Honor Among Thieves to have banned that also if Core didn't. But then the Coastline, like we were talking about, of course, that's going to be banned out. It did go to the decider last game. Which was pretty exciting. We get to see some unique strats for that map. We don't get to see it very frequently. Cafe also thought that would get banned, but I thought it might be Core Impact. Hat's going to go ahead and take that away. And then the Consulate ban coming out from Core Impact, which does leave our Clubhouse, our Chalet, and Oregon. So we're going to start with the pick going over from Hat. They chose Chalet, and then Core Impact chose Clubhouse, with Oregon being the decider map. Looks like everyone is in here and we're ready to get it kicked off. As soon as these players are ready, we're ready. I do believe the overlay will be a little backwards, so you're going to have to hang in there for a second. Just waiting for the team to ready up. As soon as they do, we will get this going. Week 6, day 11 action. Honor Among Thieves coming in on defense first, core impact. Okay, well, they're switching it back up on me. We're going to put it back to where it was. Because it looks like core impact. It is their choice, of course. Being the away team, you get to choose on the other team's pick which side you want to play on. So we get this situated, get the overlay set back up for you guys. Boom, there we go. Now it's fixed. We are ready to go. I think the teams are finally on the sides that they are supposed to be on. For them final ready up. And honestly, if I'm going to give a prediction, I'm going to have to give this one a 2-0 most likely in favor of core. I think losing your primary Slayer in Bolo and not having one of your heavy strategists in Billboard is going to be very difficult to overcome, whereas core only switched out the one player, although it is the shot caller, so maybe they won't quite be used to his calls. Maybe there will be a lack of trust on the players' end. We're going to have to see what goes on. Here we go. Now we're kicking it underway. Week 6, day 11, the final matchup of this evening. Our first 3 set of games for Week 6. Core Impact versus Honor Among Thieves. Core Impact on defense first. First map is Chalet. Very exciting stuff. All kinds of roster changes. You know, that's the one unfortunate thing about a competitive game, especially when you involve underagers or just in general. You know, sometimes life happens and there are things that come up and you need to make more moves than what you could. We're looking into doing a move deadline and then having a very strict criteria on how many can be moved at one time and how frequently and close together the roster moves can be made. But I believe that maybe some sort of deadline would help some of these teams out and then we wouldn't have so many drop from the league. So something to think about for Season 2. But here we go. We are into round number 1 on our first map, best of 3 series. They're going to be holding down this kitchen trophy room. They have the smoke, they have the Jaeger, they have the bandit. On attack, it looks like they knew they didn't opt to go for the thermite. Personally, I like to bring the thermite on attack on this first side on Chalet, just in case they choose to go down to the basement. You want to make sure that you can accommodate for that and open up the garage and still be able to get in the back of wine and all the hatches if needed, but it didn't hurt them this time because they are going to go standard kitchen trophy. So they have that fuse, and that fuse is going to be something that is hopefully going to be used. You know, most people are just going to put those fuse charges down and looks for those clusters to go all over the place and maybe pick up a lucky kill. I'd like to see them position someone on this kitchen window, open up that front dining door on the southeast side of the building, and then watch for the rotates. They're going to retreat into the kitchen, down the hallway, and into the cubby underneath the doorway, which is the safe spot.
Drone activated.
Currently on board with Virus, the new addition.
Activating drone.
To Hat. He punches the window. He's looking for the cheeky damage down on the foot through that drone hole. As you can see, Hyper just holding down this west main door, seeing if he can catch anyone on rotate. Not really a bad spot, not a whole lot he can do. They are upstairs already. They have that bathroom and the kitchen control. Now this is an interesting place to put the cluster charge because that is actually going to hit into west main. Maybe they just told him to throw it on there, not something that he's really used to. Not seeing the planning coming down. Temper is on roam though, and he's sitting right inside of this office, and I don't think anyone knows he's here. The drone didn't go out. And just like that, right as he switches away, Temper's able to get the kill on Gamer Z Ohio. So that's the first kill going down. Blackbeard does get the down onto Zen, but Dynasty pushes up on that window seal and gets the trade, so he's probably going to pick his teammate up, brings it right back to a 5v2. 145 left. Buck is underneath in that large car garage, trying to make as many holes as he can, get a spray. You see that Rook on Tranks. He's putting the shots right back down. Tranks does a fantastic job. Catches him on the reload, gets the headshot, and now it's 5v2. Habana using that Habana charge to get that hatch open finally. He does see him there. He didn't realize he was him at first, but he does notice it. Hyper's able to get the kill, and now the first pick up for Hat this round. But the odds are stacked against them. It's 1:13 left, 4v2. They still have some drones left, so they can use those drones to grant the intel, but they're going to still have to really push hard on it. Temper, he's all about the cheeky. Something to take note of, maybe a Jackal pickup would work really well for this team because it seems like Temper really likes to sneak around, play like a Caveira, even though he's on that Jaeger. But he has safely made his way in the bottom of the stairs right outside of the west main doorway.
Reload.
Lots of shots going back and forth kind of everywhere. Habana all the way down in the basement. I mean, they're going to have to push forward. I don't like how they waited. I know the odds are against you, and the chances are you're probably not going to win this. But if you move forward a little bit quicker, you're going to give yourself, you're at least going to increase your odds on getting a kill. Ooh, that was actually a really good peek by Zen, but he wasn't able to hit the shot. Sweater gets the headshot onto him, but Havoc, Gun Havoc able to get the trade back onto Sweater. Tranks finishes up Hyper, and that's a double kill for him that round. Round number 1 going over to Core Impact. Overall, a fairly decisive round. They went down early. They really need to do a better job droning. I think their lack of droning is what cost them. They had no clue that Jaeger was inside of that small office by K9 Ledge. And he runs outside. He catches him on the cross. He gets a pick. He's able to reposition all the way downstairs. You get another pick. Blackbeard is able to get the down from the window, but he was a little bit too aggressive on it. You know, he got the down. He wasn't going to be able to get the angle on him, so he should have just backed away. But he left the opportunity for Dynasty to push up on him on that window seal and take him out. And then at the end, I think they just took too much time to push into the site, ultimately leaving that for an easy win for Core Impact, putting them up 1-0. Now we're seeing something a little different. Hat's opting to use the castle here. They're going to hunker down really hard. They do have that Pulse also, so Pulse is going to be able to go upstairs, get those charges down. Hopefully he does a little bit better job placing them than our previous Pulse did, or excuse me, Fuse player did.
Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Here we go, the start into round number 2 on board with Habana. She's just gonna shoot out that camera. Gonna hop on up here and pre-fire that. Camera's gonna go out. As you can see, the Blackbeard kind of sitting out here on this middle island, seeing if he can't get any peeks. He's able to see the Valkyrie camera. So that's gonna be one of those black eyes down. That pre-fire on the castle, I'm not sure if he hurt him, but he did get a little bit of damage down. Excuse me.
Attackers have dropped.
Not a whole lot. And wow, already Sweater able to get the kill on a Zen. And Hyper able to get the kill on the Gun Havoc. So this round, a flip-flop from the last one. Actually, it was an identical. So this time, the attackers for Core Impact go down really early, and now it's a 5v2. He's pushed all the way up on this master bed. That drone is going to spot him out. He's going to kill it, but he's going to look for the aggressive push. He goes for the pre-fire, and he actually is able to get it. That's a double kill for Hyper, and like we were talking about, he's going to have to be the big fragger. He peps him right in the face. That's a triple kill. And actually, I think that would have been a 4K, but that face shield of Blackbeard saving his life. Dynasty able to get the pickup on a Hyper, so he's the only one left. They do have him locked in this room. Valkyrie's in the hallway. She's going to retreat. 140 left in the round. That Seam 4 almost happens. There's also one on the west main stairs. He's probably going to push up and get him on the retreat. Virus able to get the kill on a Dynasty, and honestly, that was a very decisive and very quick round. Very sloppy play. Zen's going to have to do a better job. That's 2 rounds in a row where he should have had a kill or played a little bit more passive, and it cost him big. So let's see if they can make the adjustments on their next attack round, even though they'll have to be attacking the basement. Core Impact going to be back on defense, and they did win Kitchen Trophy, so we're going to see them on their first attempt down in the basement. We did see Minor Esports, they busted out the game room bar hold and were successful. They were able to win it, but that was the first real change up in strategy that we've seen so far. Mostly everyone's just going to go downstairs to the basement. They're going to use this Mira. They're going to put one on either on the back wall of that wine itself or on the little wine cellar closet. Facing that back door right in front of the hatch drop.
Defenders protect
That
your
way,
bombs
if
from
anyone
being
tries to drop, you
defused
can
by
see him. You
attackers.
can even put Bandit in there, and he can kind of trick that so Habana Thermite not able to get a free plant. And they did put the reinforcement on here facing the south side, so that lets you know that they're going to be putting that Mira to watch that front like everyone else does. They're going to just be opening the hole up right beside it. I'm more interested to see where they use their reinforcements.
10 seconds to go.
Sitting on board with Bandit. I'm wondering if
5
he's
seconds
going
to
to
go.
try to Bandit trick this or just put him down and leave and play that other Mirror that we talked about.
Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Looks like they got Gun Havoc on mute for this one. Zen going to be playing that Bandit on that garage door. Sweater droning in. That Twitch drone was able to get inside and get one of the shock wires. But they do take down the Twitch drone. So they have two pre-placed and they don't have a Thatcher, so they're not going to be able to just throw it. They're going to have to either push from the back of wine, get a hatch open from above, get control of that lobby, bucket open. But unfortunately, they don't have a buck either, so maybe Ash can Ash charge it, or they can get control of this blue, push down the blue, and then force Bandit to have to leave that front garage door.
Place device.
Temper on heavy, Rome on the dining room. Habana they have opened up the wall already. Zen went to go for some type of flank and got taken out again, and that's another early death for Zen, gonna cost him in this round. Virus able to get the pick up on the Tranks. So now once again, it's a 5v2 in favor of Hat, just like we saw last round. Gun Havoc though doing a good job on the flank, getting Virus. So Blackbeard's down, but in the meantime, Wheeze takes out Dynasty. Hyper takes out Temper, so now it's all left on Gun Havoc. And this is actually gonna be a really difficult play for him because they have control of everything. The bomb's going down right in front of that Mira. And just like that, Wheeze picks up the double kill. And I'm sorry to point it out, but that's another early death by Zen. If you're gonna play that Bandit, I'm not sure exactly where he died by the Claymore, but that's 3 big deaths for him coming in to impact that team. But I really like what I saw from Hat. They just pretty much bullied their way in. They saw that that hole was open, so they didn't have to worry too much about it. They got the picks that they needed to. Temper tried to roam in that dining room, but was unsuccessful. He had a shot, but missed it just a little bit. So the 2 early deaths once again costing Core on this round. So it's now 2-1 in favor of Honor Among Thieves. Honestly, I didn't quite expect it to go this way. So I really like what's going on currently on the Hat side. I wish we could get inside of the comms and see who is their current IGL, because I think that he saw a couple things there and made some adaptations, and that's what led to such a good round. So now we're going to see their attempt on the basement. Kind of the same setup. The only difference you're going to see is there's no mute. Instead, we got a pulse coming out. So Gamer ZM will be playing that one.
Set device. New feed. Place device.
As you can see, Sweater putting one of those black eyes right in the hallway downstairs,
Set barbed wire.
leading into that big car garage.
10 seconds remaining.
Observe the view.
Once again, Virus putting his Mira on that south side wall facing the garage. Everyone pretty much doing the same setup here. You have the
Attackers recovered the
reinforcement
bomb
facing
diffuser.
that back big
Attackers
car
must
garage on the
locate
backside
and
of Wine.
defuse a bomb.
Let's see if they can defend it a little bit differently.
Drone deployed. Drone's ready.
2:35 into this round. They have bucked open and got their way into this big car garage, so clearly going to be looking for a Wine take. They don't have the thermite. Not sure why they opted to go for a Thatcher and a Habana. Normally you'll see a team push from the blue side or do something to get rid of that. You at least have to have the thermite. You knew they were going to be there.
Stay clear of the blast!
Meanwhile, the dining hatch was left open, so Ash just pushes on through kitchen. Able to use that canister and open it up. So that's one breaching charge down. Gun Havoc right here by the fridge. They have 3 inside of the big car garage, 4 inside. So the EMP grenade is finally going down. Habana going for a long range shot, and with the distance, boom! Gonna be opening up that backside wind. Still a good pace going on so far. 145 into this round. They have possession of the areas that they want. Hyper is still on Rome, and Gun Havoc doing what Gun Havoc does best, and that's getting a grenade kill. So that's an early pickup for them. The first kill going over, but no, Wee's able to push down, and he gets the kill onto Gun Havoc. So they trade back and forth. 125. It's a 4v4. Hyper was able to catch him on their own. He's sitting on this trophy side. They have that wall open. Pretty sure Buck opened that up, so they used that against him. Wow, and they must have been a miscommunication or something, because Hyper, they had no clue that Hyper was still up in this trophy room. So he's able to take out Zen, but Tranks answers and gets a double kill. So Sweater's down and Weeze is down. The C4 comes out from Virus. Hyper takes out Temper, and Tranks is down. So it's a 2v1 in favor of Core Impact, and that switched around real quick. Now the time is running out. The bomb is down. Okay, so we did see that backwards. So it is a 2v1 in favor of Hat on this round, looking to go up 3-1. Didn't really pay attention to that bandit in the trophy room, and with that wall open like that, just caught him in the back with 2 different players. Hyper able to pick up a quadra kill, or excuse me, I believe that was a triple kill. Making all kinds of mistakes, forgive me. Very tired, only got about 2 hours of sleep, did about 4 hours of driving today. So I'm a little rough around the edges, but we're going to cut through this and do what we can do. Wow, Hyper stepping up really big, going 8-2 right now, just doing what he has to do for his team. Meanwhile, on the other side, Zen and Temper struggling just a little bit. 3-1 right now in favor of Hat. They are looking to take this kitchen trophy defense that will be held by Core Impact. Rook, Doc, Smoke, Jaeger, and Bandit on offense. We got the Buck, Ash, Blackbeard, that Fuse, Habana. Gamer Z last time, he just kind of randomly threw down his cluster charges, and I'm not quite sure why. He's going to have to calculate that. Might help him a little bit, because they did lose this one on their last attack. So let's see if they can make an adjustment to put themselves ahead 4-1. Of course, you have the standard reinforcements on the south side of that trophy room facing the west main, preventing them from getting in there, because you can really get in there fairly easily and quickly. As long as you know you're not being taken out right above on the stairs, you can just kind of walk up, go in the right corner. They can't see you from dining, so not much you can do. So you got to reinforce those. Bandit's going to be putting his charges down. You don't see a Thatcher, so they wouldn't be able to get that out unless they were able to do it from above of some sort.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb. Attackers have located a bomb.
Interesting little angle from Game 1C. You can't really see much there unless he was actually to be all the way up on that trophy case. If you want to see in there, you have to look up from the roof down on the bomb or get up on the white van. Then you actually have a vantage point to catch someone on standard standing level. As you can see, Hyper pinged out that library, so they know someone's in the library currently, and it does look like it was Temper on that Jaeger. An interesting thing that I'm seeing from him, it looks like they have Gun Havoc on Anchor and Zen on Rome. I would much rather see Gun Havoc being the experienced player on Rome. Tranks did get down, not sure what source got him. Looks like it was Blackbeard from that trophy window. Not sure how you get taken out. You cannot die like that inside, but Temper able to get the kill on the to Weeze to get the trade back. We have our first set of cluster charges going down. 4v4, 145 left. It's 3-1 in favor of Hat currently on Chalet. Week 6 CCS action. Core Impact coming in at number 2, 4-1. Hat coming in at 3-2, number 3. All kinds of roster changes for both teams. And as you can see, they have worked their way all the way through the Master. Wow, and Gun Havoc peeked it. He didn't see him. It was a little slow on the peak, and a very nice shot from Sweater to take him out. So now it's 4v3 in favor of Hat, looking to put it on to match point. Want to use one of her charges on that west main wall, but of course it is bandited with those bandit wires. That's going to get destroyed. 55 seconds left. Jaeger, once again, just trying to play the cheek, laying down. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure from the Roan. They're just letting them have free reign and hoping for a lucky flank. It's not really the way that you have to play Chalet. You have to apply some kind of pressure. Zen has worked his way into this Plants Dynasty. Gets the kill on the Gamer Z. He peeks out. He knows it's a Blackbeard now. He's going to re-peek. Zen actually able to get the kill. Temper, getting the kill on the Hyper. So just like that, Temper with the double kill. He did a lot of work there. I think he had a triple at the end, single-handedly winning that round with that flank we talked about. As soon as I told him to apply pressure, it's like he heard me. He pushed on him and got that three-piece. So fantastic job by him. Then able to pick up his first kill of the game, and all together, they came together that round. The pressure was on them. They were down 2, so I like how they didn't let it affect their mentality, and they were able to push forward, so it's 3-2 now in favor of Hat. So not quite match point yet. Some adaptation coming out. We're going to see Kitchen Trophy for the second time.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
For Hat. Again, we see that castle worked pretty good for them last time. Wetting my whistle, doing lots of talking. You do have that Rook, so everyone's gonna have that little bit of armor. Everyone could probably eat one more bullet. Of course, not a headshot. Personally, I do like the use of Castle here. I think it forces you to have to invest in more utility. As you can see, they're bringing that Buck over the sledge. If they were bringing the sledge, then I wouldn't run the Castle. But this Castle is directly countering them because, of course, you see that Buck used to be able to breach down. But they're going to have to use Ass charges, Habana charges, or punches in order to get that down, unless one of them, per se, the Fuse was able to bring a breaching round, but still you could easily lay down and shoot someone's feet. So let's see if that slows them down. I'm not sure what happened there. It got blown up, but I don't think anyone's down there. Maybe a small glitch. But here we go, 2:25 left in this round 6. 3-2 in favor of Hat. Some shots going down. Gun Havoc with another early frag onto Sweater. So that's 2 early frags for Gun Havoc. He makes his way up on top of K9 with his Buck. He knows someone's in library, puts some shots down, but is not able to connect. Dynasty on Blackbeard is up inside of that master bedroom. I really think that's an errant use of Blackbeard. He should be pressuring Trophy or Kitchen or K9 himself. Just as I say that, he rotates out to K9. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication on the early stages. The new IGL coming into play a little bit. Trank's able to spot that Jaeger all the way down in the basement on the Roam, excuse me, the Bandit, so they know Hyper's down there. Here we go, our first cluster charge gonna go out. That one is actually right in front of him. He's able to get the down onto him, and Temper able to finish them off. So that random luck we talked about, fortunately for them, they were able to get it. Does use that breaching round to open it up, but doesn't even stare at that wall that he opens. Zen, what are you doing? You have to look at that if you're going to open it. I'm assuming maybe he heard something from the bar, but that kill was easy enough for Virus. So Zen's down, but it's still a 4v3 in favor of Core. They can easily win this round. Our final cluster charge going down. 55 seconds left. Gamer Z tucked quietly in the corner of those reinforcements on the Trophy. Dynasty on Blackbeard is on that kitchen window. He's trying to shoot down through. Everyone in pretty good position on the defense. Even though there's 3 of them, I really like the crossfires and the positioning that they have. And just like that, I'm actually surprised Blackbeard didn't die on that one. Smoke did a fantastic job eating that base shield all the way down, takes him down to about 5 health, but he's also low himself. Timber able to get the kill on the Hyper. Gamers able to get the trade back on the Tranks, but Gun Havoc comes in with the double kill, and that's a triple kill for him that round. So the big frags coming out from Gun Havoc, able to bring this one back to 3-3. They did what they needed to do. They got some early deaths down, but Gun Havoc's early kill and his strong finish, bullying himself through the site at the end there, is all that separated them from a win and a loss, because I'm pretty sure that if he wouldn't been able to do that much of an individual work, that the defenders were in a prime position to hold that, even though they were a man down because they were running out of time. They knew where they were coming from, so that was just a matter of the gun exchanges going in Core's favor. So fantastic job by them to bring it back 3-3. Hat was up 3-1. So a little bit of a comeback going down right now. That's a 2-round swing in favor of Core. So it looks like that IGL, that leadership of Gun Havoc, coming into play. He's able to make the adaptations and the calls needed so far. Let's see who can win this next decider round. Currently the momentum is in favor of Core, though. Let's see what happens.
10 seconds to go.
They do have that mirror downstairs.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers objective.
And I like the
to
setup that
locate
they're
a bomb
using
and
here.
defuse it.
The punch holes, or excuse me, the shotgun holes at the feet level, facing the wine side cubby hole. I'm not sure exactly what you would call that. I know there's a call out. I'm just drawing a blank actually right now. Zen is playing that bandit. He's staring at the drone hole, so he should easily get this Twitch drone.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Gamer Z waiting for Wheeze to get over here, but it's not really going to matter because Zen is just waiting patiently. But see, I like what they did there. They used their drone. Very interesting use there. I like how they were in tandem, baiting the charge and using that Twitch drone to try to get it out. But of course, they were unsuccessful because Bandit was able to shoot that one. And a minute has already been eaten up, and Hat hasn't really made any forward progress. Temper is holding down the bottom of the front stairs in that front lobby. Gun Havoc playing Doc Roam. Something that he used to do heavily in Season 1 and 2. Using that hatch charge to open up that dining hatch. She has one breaching charge left, 130 left in the round, still 5v5. So over half of the round played and no exchanges going back and forth. But there are two of them inside of the bar. Temper still holding down this front lobby. And Gun Havoc able to get the flank on the Hyper, so that's Ash down. And Temper able to get the kill on a Sweater. So the tandem roam doing a good job. Trank's able to get the kill with the C4 on the Wheeze. Back-to-back-to-back kills. 1 minute left, and it's 5v3 in favor of Core Impact. About to be a 3-round swing. Tranks getting a kill on the Virus. Everyone doing their part this round. Everyone's got a kill. Everyone got their hand in the cookie jar, and they're loving the way that tastes. Gamer Z pushing down this front stairs. They've heard him. They know he's there. He's getting shot at. He's looking for the flank. Zen able to push up there. He pushes up that front stairs. A little bit of potato, but still able to get the kill secured. So now it's 4-3 in favor of Core Impact, and you got to ask yourself, what is going on with Hat right now? I believe that the lack of experience, the lack of teamwork is pretty much all that it's boiling down to. They probably just have basic strategies and are trying to adjust from there. Core Impact doing a much better job adjusting. A lot of credit probably has to go over to Gun Havoc. He's fragging heavy. I'm sure he's making fantastic calls inside of that huddle. So a 3-round swing. That's a really huge swing. Now it's match point for Core Impact. Wine Cellar Snowmobile Garage gonna be taken on defense
to locate
for
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Hat, and this is the more difficult of the two sites to hold, so hopefully they can do something differently, or it could be going to map 2 already. And I'm all out of drink. be getting the hatch inside of the bar. Most people leave the hatch in that dining open. Makes sense. You need some extra reinforcements downstairs, but again, it could also cause a lot of problems. Let's see what type of roam game they're going to play, because of course everyone has been having at least one roamer on every site. Or Hat, the roamer, has been hyper most of the time, with Sweater doing some occasional assistance. Only 20 seconds of this round, and they're already droning upstairs to see what's going on. The one thing that snuck past me that I didn't see before is they do have an echo on the side of Hat. So they are trying to try something new. So I will say hats off to them for that attempt. Wow. And Sweater, once again, Zen goes down early. I'm not sure if there was no Jones in there. He had no clue he was on top of that blue stair, and he gets taken out. So Sweater on roam with Hyper. Fantastic job by him. So setting the pace to try to bring this one to overtime. They're not going to go down without a fight just yet, fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a battle on our hands. 1 minute played in this round, 2 minutes left. Dynasty has worked his way up the stairs. He knows he's there, trading shots back and forth, but no one getting any damage. Wow, good job by Temper. He used the distraction from that Blackbeard and was able to push inside and take out Sweater. So the trade has been done. 140 into the round, 4v4. Hyper's still on roam, though. He does have control of this dining. He's on the backside. I don't think anyone knows he's here. So hopefully his position here, his strong positioning, can help them come back to overtime. They got that early pickup on Zen, which brought the momentum in their favor. But a good team tandem attack by Blackbeard and Tranks on that fuse to take him down and even the odds. 1 minute left in a round. Gun Havoc has worked his way all the way into the bottom of blue. Just a little bit of pre-fire going down onto those recycling bins on the garage door, just in case someone is there. Of course, no one is there, so not much going to happen. Our first set of cluster charges are going down, so everyone in the wine room is going to be running like crazy. But as you can see, Hyper's still on that roam, and he's trying to flank. Hyper gets shot down onto Dynasty, but he's not able to kill him. Fortunately for him, Fuse is a 1-speed, so he's not able to push whenever he retreated. But as you can see, he ran right back upstairs. But Temper, he said, hey, you're not going to flank me today. I saw you once. That's a double kill for him. So now Hyper's down, and it's just like that. It's a 4v3 in favor of the attackers. The only problem is they're running out of time. Wee's able to get the kill on the Dynasty. Virus able to get the kill on the Tranks. Wee's able to get the double kill, so Havoc's down just as well. Temper has a really nice shot. He cleans up Weez and downs him, but there's not much he's going to be able to do. Virus peeks out of that connector, using that power of that Vector, picks up a double kill for himself. And just like that, everybody, that 3-round swing swings right back 2 rounds. And now we're going into overtime. As you can see, Temper doing really good, 10-6. Zen and Dynasty struggling a little bit today. Gamer Z also struggling. Hyper, big frags for their team. Weez and Sweater also doing a very good job. So I like their ability to come out and adapt. I think both of these teams are really evenly balanced right now. Virus, actually, not Sweater. It was Virus, excuse me, that has the 7 kills.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
All right, basically back to 0-0. First to 2, old school backyard rules. And let's steal a line out of the wrestling handbook. This has been a classic slobber knocker, just a slugfest back and forth. At this point, there's really no way to pinpoint who's going to win this one. Fortunately for Core, they are on defense first. Of course, Temper and Gun Havoc have been roaming together. You have seen Gun Havoc on that dock roam.
5 seconds to go. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
little bit of pre-firing going down on that west main door just to let him know he's there. He opens up the window on the bar room. Of course, they are holding the kitchen trophy, so none of these things a bad thing. Once again, not a bad idea to try to catch any kind of rotations or get some kind of early sightline into the sights. 4v4, this is the first match. They have droned out this office, so Wee's looking to open up the window. Little Aaron on his spray doesn't get it quite open all the way. It does take around 20 different bullets in order to open something, unless it's glass. Excuse me, I keep getting the hiccups. But they have made their way into this master bedroom, bathroom area. Once again, I still don't quite understand the use of this cluster charge in the bathroom. Gun Havoc, though, he takes out Virus. But Hyper able to get the trade back onto Gun Havoc. Temper on that roam is able to get the kill on the Hyper. So back and forth, back and forth. Good job by Temper to be right there by Gun Havoc on roam. Able to get the trade. If you're going to do it, that's how you do it. So now the advantage is 4-3 in favor of Core Impact. Their defense, 1:30 left in this round. Buck finally opening his way into this office. Trying to check those common spots. Unfortunately for him, there is no one in sight.
Loading mag.
Temper still doing a good job on roam. He hasn't been discovered yet, so he's able to push all the way from basement all the way up into the fireplace hallway outside of library, and he knows that there are at least 2 players upstairs. Oh wow, and that is an unfortunate break by Temper. He looks to get the kill. He had it, but a small potato leads to Sweater getting the kill. But Zen actually doing a slight flank on the back side of Blue. Gets the kill onto Virus. So now it's 3-2, still in favor of Core Impact. Fortunately for Zen, he is choked all the way back in the corner of this gaming room. Habana knows he's here. Gunfight back and forth, no damage yet. Trying to pre-fire. Oh, an unlucky break for Zen. I thought he was going to have him there. Sweater comes in, pre-fires him, knifes him down, and it's all left on Tranks. I actually thought that this round was going to go over. Tranks could still clutch it because there's only 15 seconds. He knows he's going to be having to come down his hatch. So let's see if he can catch him while he drops. 8 seconds left, and the time is ticking down. He jumps in. No, he misses. That's just a shot. You can't miss, Tranks. You have to be able to land that one. And Zen, you got to reposition a little better. You guys had the advantage. That could have been Core's round, but now it's 5-4, match point in favor of Honor among Thieves. Core had the advantage that entire time throughout the round, just wasn't able to secure the kills needed. They even had the positioning, and they also outplayed him strategically. I would give that round entirely to Core in almost all ways, but they weren't able to land the shots that they needed to. It's a very tough break from them. Hopefully they can pick it back up right here, though.
Defenders, protect your
And bring it back to the final
deciding
deciding round. This has been one heck of a match, just back and forth the entire time. And there is a very good possibility that they'll be able to win this, because Hat is now forced to play that basement defense, which is the harder of the 2 defending sites. Once again, Sweater just kind of using the same cameras. I'm not sure if anyone was able to take him out in the past.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go. Attackers recovered the
And
bomb
again, they
diffuser.
do have that
Attackers
echo
are
on
moving out to
defense here
locate
in
a
this
bomb and
wine.
defuse it.
We saw them use it last time. They did lose the sight. So let's see if they can use it a little bit more efficiently this time. Efficiently, excuse me. Lots of mess ups, too tired. A little bit of an errant spawn. Gun Havoc spawned all the way on the opposite side. I believe he was wanting to push down the blue. Sweater made his way down to this west main from upstairs. Hyper also on roam, and they're also using the yokai drone to help these roamers out. And I really like that. I think that's a unique strategy that you can do with Echo currently that not a lot of people are doing, which is using that yokai drone as your own personal drone to help the roamers out and apply pressure onto the people trying to get inside of the building.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Dynasty has made his way into library. Drones going out. Tranks has made his way into the blue stairs, so everyone has gotten in upstairs. Gun Havoc made his way into this blue that we had just talked about. I thought the grenade was going to go through, but it doesn't land. That's both grenades down now for Buck. That yokai drone pretty much saving that Mira's life, so I like the use right there to watch that blue tunnel. They initially had it on the room. Wow! And once again, the common trend throughout the day is Zen going down first. Hyper doing a fantastic job on Rome, gets a nice clean shot on Ash, and he wasn't even aware that he was there, so they got to do a better job droning. If you're going to play entry frag, you have to know what's going on. You can't just errantly run inside and hope that Ash carries you. Been a little harsh on Zen today. I don't mean anything personally. He's just got caught early a lot. Some unfortunate breaks for him, but Dynasty able to take out Hyper, so he brings it back 4-4 with 55 seconds left, but they're going to have to start pushing now. They're running out of time, and they don't have anything quite open at all.
Reloading.
40 seconds left. Sweater's still on Rome, and he's able to take out Dynasty. Virus is able to take out Gun Havoc. Tranks is able to get the trade onto Sweater. But the bomb is now down in this connector. And I'm pretty sure the defenders know. So what looked like it could have been Core's round is now favoring Hat. It's 5-4, match point for Hat. They're up 3-2 on this round. A little bit of pre-fire going down. And that yokai drone that we talked about is coming into play actually very heavily. And I love the use of it right here. But no, Temper able to get the kill on the Virus. So he's down, he pushes into sight, 8 seconds left. He pushes through, he doesn't get the kill. Temper kills, but he gets the trade right back. So now it's 2v1, all left on the fuse. Tranks is actually able to get the kill. But no, that yokai drone drugs him up. Gamer Z gets the final kill and in a nail biter. Map 1 going over to Honor among Thieves. And that was honestly one of the most exciting matches I have seen to date and had the opportunity to cast. Wow. If you're Core, you have to ask yourself what went wrong. Wow. Temper with 12 kills, doing great. Tranks and Gun Havoc. Dynasty struggling. Zen struggling. Hyper going big. Virus going big. Good team performance all around for Hat. Zen and Dynasty definitely going to have to pick it up next round. So we are going to take a 5-minute break right now, let the guys get to the bathroom, do what they have to do, and then we will be right back with some more CCS action. Stick around. All right. Nice little intermission that we had there. Quick little 5-minute break. Wow, what an exciting match that one was. Everything was back and forth, back and forth. Just kind of came down to who won a couple little gunfights. I really don't think it was any errant execution or lack of preparation by either team. I think really every battle of that game, every round came down to pretty much, who won the gun battle. And fortunately for Hat, those gun battles were going over to them. But now we are on Clubhouse. Our first team on defense will be Honor Among Thieves. They got Mira and Bandit. I always would say that if you're going to bring a Mira, why not consider using a Mute? I think it's a little bit more useful. The one thing that people don't consider quite enough is the fact that, the Twitch drone can't jump. There's no way for it to get around your mute charge. It has to be able to see it and zap it. For some reason, don't have any game sound. Gonna do one quick refresher here of the
Left.
there it is. Never mind. Now we have game sound.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recover the bomb.
As you can see, Mira just basically making a sight line from that church into that armory.
Deploying sensor.
Ash Zen again still on this Ash, pushing in from the strip side. Going to be clearing from the strip and the stock side inward. Tranks still on that fuse. I like to use the fuse. You have to be very, very careful when using fuse on this map because it's extremely easy for Pulse to be able to see you and throw a C4 up, even to pulse you and allow for Mira to use that. So that's potentially 2 kills. But they have made their way inside of the bar. They've taken out the camera. They shut up the jukebox. So they don't have to worry about that interfering with the sound of the footsteps. The first set of cluster charges coming out from Fuse. Hyper on Bandit is all the way back in the corner of the moto room. No hatches open yet, a minute blown. They are finally going to be getting that hatch inside of the kitchen. Buck is all over the kitchen currently trying to find someone to kill. They got to be careful. That pulse that we talked about could come back to get him. Wow, Trank's able to get the kill on the Gamer Z. That lucky cluster puck popped over and hit him right in the face where he needed to. Gun Havoc did have a little bit of vision on Hyper, but didn't know it. So that does make it 5v4 now in favor of the Core Impact. 1:15 left in the round. Ash has pushed down and has control of the main stairs and used her breaching round to open up that side armory wall. I believe Hyper is playing up on the front side of the A-bomb, or the flash is coming down in the side of blue. We have Habana sitting on the hatch, Smoke sitting back in the dirt tunnel, just waiting to use those remote gas grenades.
Reloading.
Of course, Mira just using this black mirror. Believe they know that Zen is there in that front stairs.
Changing mags.
So it's just gonna be a matter of who gets in and who gets that frag. And Gun Havoc able to push down through. Actually doesn't even push through, just pushes him from the hatch and is able to get the vision sight. Zen has pushed in from that opening. You have to reinforce that wall on the bottom of the stairs, and he doesn't, and it comes back to bottom. Weeze is able to get the kill on a Dynasty, but they do have complete armory control. They have 2 upstairs, they have 1 in. Tranks is able to push in, Tipper able to push in and get Virus on the backside. The bomb is going down. Zen able to get the kill on the Weeze, but he does get taken down in the process. Temper knows he's right there, and that's a double kill at the end for Temper, and he takes out Hyper, and it's 1-0 now on Clubhouse for Core Impact. A nice turnaround. I have a feeling that we might see this one go all the way to map 3.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Here we go, 1-0 now in favor of Core Impact. They did go down in a nail-biter, 6-5 on map 1, which was Chalet. Very, very exciting game, back and forth, back and forth.
Unrolling razor wire.
Temper is one of their heavy roamers. Of course, he's just going up to get those hatches. Let's see if they choose to stay on heavy roam.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
All right, we are into the action phase of round 2. Hyper just kind of pre-firing everything just in case, never hurts. Excuse me. Virus opening up the pool window on Thermite. And I do like that they brought Thermite and Habana on this, but interesting enough, I don't think that they opened up the dirt tunnel. You have to wonder, because if they're going to bring the Thermite, obviously they're going to want to be able to have extra access to things to be able to open up any reinforcement that they see, but not being able to not opening up that dirt tunnel is something that I don't like. If you're going to have that Thermite, you need to open up and apply pressure, because as you can see right now, Dynasty on smoke is just playing freely in that dirt tunnel, and any one of the defenders can easily fall back there for safety once they're trying to get pushed out of the armory itself. But it is 135 in this round, about half of the round played. No kills yet. Blackbeard does have control of the front stairs. We're not seeing a Mira be used at all, though. And unfortunately for Virus, it doesn't look like he's on advanced gadgets. So if he doesn't pull it off, he's just going to get tricked once again. Wow, no, a misjudge on that Bandit wire from Bandit. And now they do have that church wall open. 1 minute left, so they still have plenty of time to get in. And no kills have went underway, so they've been passive enough. Thermite gets taken very, very low, though. Literally sitting on about 1 health. Zayn able to push in and get Sweater. But he gets traded back by Hyper. Hits him with a little bit of a drop shot. They still can't get their way inside of this church. They do have it open, but they got to push in. Gun Havoc doing a good job getting the kill onto Wheeze. And the bomb is down. Looks like Gun Havoc was able to also, Tranks was able to get the down. Hyper getting the kill onto Gun Havoc. So it's now a 3v2. And no, just like that, it's a 2v2. And a 3v3 and a 4v3. Head spinning. A double kill for Tranks at the end there. Good job by Core to take this one to 2-0. This is probably their best map, so not a big surprise here. Tranks coming up big, 3-0. Zen trying to bring it back from last round, 2-1-1, so a better job already. Good solid team play so far from Core Impact on Clubhouse. You can definitely tell they're much more comfortable here. Going to be Church Arsenal for Hat.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So the difference that we see right now is they do have the Mira on defense as for Hat, whereas we didn't see the Mira come out for Core Impact, but they still found a way to make it work. Basically going to be reinforcing what they have to.
5 seconds left.
And I really like what I'm seeing from the Core Impact team on this map. You know, they took a tough loss on the last one, and it always begs the question of how will they recover and how will they come back. And honestly, they've done a really good job. This is their pick, so you expect them to do well. Hopefully they can take this one and bring it back to map 3.
Drone activated. Deploying heartbeat sensor.
Door secured.
Frag grenade.
First frag grenade coming out from Buck. No kills, though. Sounds like the second grenade going down. Might have just been the impacts that we were hearing, that they do have control of this bar already.
Nitro cell. Sensor activated.
2 minutes left in this round. Not a whole lot of action going on just quite yet. Ash finally pushing her way down this front stairs. Gun Havoc is very low. Went for an exchange in that armory with Buck and was on the losing end of the battle.
Changing mags.
But he still does have control of the kitchen. They have that pulse. I'm not sure if the C4 has been used yet. Looks like he's just kind of waiting for his opportunity. Gun Havoc so close to being able to see him, but he doesn't quite spot him. 1:30 left in the round. Everyone's still alive, but the advantage slightly in favor of Hat right now.
Live. Detonate.
Little bit of a connection issue right there. Fixes itself fairly quickly. Still haven't seen any push, but looks like they're finally trying to start their push. Gun Havoc able to get the kill on the Gamer Z. Gun Havoc able to get the double kill, so now Virus is down as well.
Drone's up and running.
Dynasty just going to be trying to 12 punch this castle barricade. Castled both doors, so you're kind of stuck in there. Sweater able to get the kill onto Zen. So it's now 4-3. It was 4-4. Havoc able to get the grenade kill onto Sweater, but Hyper getting the trade back onto Dynasty. But it is 3-2. Tipper drops down and gets a quick headshot on the hit to Wheeze. He was going to go for the plant, but Hyper putting some shots down. Just going to pull up and then go back for the plant again. All odds against them.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Can Bandit pull off the
Attackers have
1v3
located a bomb.
miracle? He's super low, but so is Buck, and it's about to be an altercation.
Defender has left the designated staging area.
Gun Havoc, being the experienced heads-up player that he is, knows he's going for that flank, gets himself the triple kill to end that round. And now it's 3-0, a very dominant performance here on Clubhouse for Core Impact. Pretty much flexing on him. Gun Havoc doing all of the work right now. Zen 2-2, Tranks 3-0. Dynasty struggling yet again, but he does have those 3 assists. For the attackers, looking like we're going to have Buck, Ash, Thermite, Blackbeard, Habana to round it out. Now we will see our first bar stockroom
Attackers need
defense
to locate and defuse bombs.
coming out for Core Impact. Of course, since they're 3-0, they have won everything up to this point. Let's see what kind of strategy they have to hold this. And it looks like they're going to be playing it heavily from inside of this stripper room. A lot of teams lately been going for the stripper plant. It's very easy to get in and get the plant down with Montang on the stock side, but honestly, it's a little bit harder to maintain it. Lots of different ways that you can get flanked or
10
rotated
seconds
on.
left before insertion.
So let's see if their heavy strip hold works out
5
for
seconds
them.
remaining.
It's currently 3-0. Map 1 did go over to Honor Among Thieves. They won that one 6-5 in overtime. Max
Attackers'
rounds.
objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it. A bomb has been located.
Hyper, of course, doing all those pre-fires that he likes to do. Most of the time it does work out for him, and almost an altercation between him and Gun Havoc, but not quite.
Breach strike set. Initiate breach.
They have opened up the top hatch leading into gym, so they know no one's in there. Blackbeard brought the breaching charges. Wow. Zen once again continuing the trend from last round, goes down early. That's definitely going to hurt on this one. Virus does a good job getting the early pickup. He was trying to hold that. It's very, very difficult to hold the strip, so not really completely on him there. You're going to be getting pinched from both sides, and you can actually get pinched from 3 sides. I personally don't think it's a very good idea to hold this at all. Gun Havoc, though, keeping up the trend for him, and now he's got 7 kills. He takes out Wheeze. And who said Doc can't roam? Looking like Doc is roaming. And for some reason, Tranks on Rook is all the way up in that gym, so they are definitely trying to deny entry entirely. I do like playing someone up in that gym room. I think it's a very powerful position for the defenders, and even more powerful once the attackers have obtained control of it. They can pretty much see everything close and shut you down for the pool plant. Harper did push his way in, but pushes his way right back out. Pretty sure on the backside, we've seen Temper working his way up that cash room.
Launching drone.
Gun Havoc gets spotted on the drone, so he repositions himself behind the bomb. Very smart thing to do. You know that bomb is invulnerable. It's indestructible. There's nothing you can do about it. So they do open up this gym hatch that we were just talking about. Very pivotal to all the strategies here. I probably would have put the Claymore a little farther up so you can know in advance. By the time he is pushed all the way down this corridor, you're going to be dead. 35 seconds left in a round. It's 4v4 though.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb.
And we were about to see a clash upstairs. Sweater though gets the kill on the Tranks. And now it's 5v3
The attackers
in favor of Hat, and they're looking to get their first round of this map.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. 15 seconds remaining.
Virus with his double kill this round takes out
10
Dynasty.
seconds to go. Attackers
Gun Havoc with a magnificent shot. A tap, tap, tap on the head. He takes out Virus, but Sweater gets the trade on the Temper. Wow. Gun Havoc, I believe that's a quadra kill right now, or a triple kill. So he's gotten all the lone kills for this round. Definitely a force to be reckoned with on this dock. Ooh, but Sweater pushes up through that front moto door and is able to get the kill. So the first round going over to Hat, so a little bit of momentum going back in their favor. Gun Havoc 9-2, looking like a monster. Not quite enough for that round. Then 2 and 3 Dynasty, 1 and 3 still struggling. Hyper 3 and 3, Sweater 4 and 3. So a lot of fragging coming out from both teams. Gonna see another bar stockhold, but they choose to use the Mira. Not really sure about the overall usefulness of Mira on this map. Let's see what they choose to do with it here. Likely they're going to put a double Mira on this wall right here facing the stockroom from the bar. So they're putting one, and they're basically just going to use it to play in Jiggle Peek. I want to see where they put the second one.
Seconds left before insertion.
They haven't reinforced this corridor wall, though. Hopefully they get that in time, because if you don't reinforce that wall, it makes it extremely easy.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
They're going to leave it soft and put a Mira there. I definitely want to see how that plays, because this is a new strategy that we haven't really seen before.
Drone's up and running.
Zen on Ash has made his way into Strip. They weren't defending that whatsoever, so easily can push his way inside of there.
Drone activated.
Blackbeard also made his way into
located by
stripper.
attackers.
So clearly looking for a strip take once again for these guys.
Clear. Drone ready.
Let's see if this one will be successful or not. Weeze got caught on camera. Dynasty gets killed also, or Dynasty gets a kill also, so Weeze and Sweater down. Tranks gets the kill. Using that Habana to open up the wall here and give themselves a sight line. Using most of the reinforcement for Blackbeard to protect himself while he uses that face shield to get kills.
Drones ready.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
And you saw a little pre-fire there, so you have to think they know he's there. Virus trying to get a flank. Wow, a very nice shot by Tranks. And a dangerous drop shot, or a very nice shot by Virus, and then a dangerous drop shot after, trying to get the trade onto Habana. Fortunately for him, it didn't cost him his life quite yet. Dynasty has gotten a kill on the Virus.
Drone activated.
Zen getting a kill on the Gamer Z Ohio. So now it's all left on Bandit. Not a whole lot he can do. Wow, a beautiful double kill from Hyper. He almost gets the triple onto that Blackbeard. He should have played a little bit more passively after he got it. It was a nice double kill, but not quite enough. So now it's 4-1 match point in favor of Core Impact, looking to send it into our overtime map. Havoc doing lots of work. A good team performance by Core. The majority of the frags coming out from Gun Havoc, though. Hyper still doing the top fragging for his team, 5 and 4. The rest of his guys looking to pick it up here. Or we will be going to overtime map decider.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
4-1 match point for Core Impact. Map 1 did go over to Honor Among Thieves 6-5 in what was just a back and forth slobber knocker. Kind of just watching everyone get these hatches. These are crucial. You have to reinforce these hatches. You don't want to leave them open. You want to force your attackers to use any resource that they may have at their disposal, because every resource that you get rid of is one that they can't use somewhere else.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving
Then
out
going
to
for a
locate bomb.
very aggressive
Defender
peek.
is approaching a kill zone.
Not
Defender
sure if
is
I like it.
recovered.
Didn't really cause any harm that time, but it could have been bad. I guess when you're ahead 4-1, you can do whatever you want. Hyper saw you there, so he's cautiously pushing out.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
They are inside of Garage already, 30 seconds into this round 6 match point round. Temper holding a tight little pixel peek at the bottom of blue.
Changing mags. Stay clear of ADS line of fire. Swapping mags.
Clear.
Habana finally opening up this kitchen hatch, something that definitely has to happen. They also have control of the blue hatch.
Falling light.
Let's see what kind of push they're going to do from here. A minute and 45 left in the round, still 5v5. Blackbeard pushing down blue tunnel. I like the use of Blackbeard. I think the best place for him currently is in this blue tunnel. If you would like to push dirt, you should use Montang and Sledge or someone of that nature.
Attackers dropped the bomb diffuser.
Gun Havoc once again with heavy frags takes out Sweater. He has been absolutely devastating on that dock today. And that's going to be a good guess by Zen. Zen's going to get that charge easily. I don't like that Virus doesn't have his settings on advance. I think it's going to hurt him in the long run. Hyper able to get the kill on the Temper, peeking through that hole. Spamming that two-way wall that everyone knows about. Virus is inside of the moto. Gun looking to peek, going with a little bit of pre-fire, and now there's 2 players down for Core Impact. Doc looking to dock him up, but Gun Havoc gets caught in the middle of his medical dart, and him and Zen both go down. So Virus, I believe, is now on a triple kill this round.
A bomb has been located.
And now he has his triple kill. I'm not sure if that was a quadra, but either way, it was 3. It's 3v1 because Gamer Z is down. No point in even picking him up. Get that bomb down. The bomb has gone down inside a church behind that mini bar underneath the dart machine. Aggressive peek on out going over for Dynasty. And that slow bleed out coming in. So Tranks gets a kill there too. Very nice placement of the precursor right there. So it's still 4-2 match point, but it's now in favor, or it's 1 closer to overtime. Gun Havoc with 10 kills, Zen 3 and 5. Dynasty finally bringing it back up. He was 1 of 3, so a 3-kill swing for him. But Zen definitely needs to pick up the slack a little bit so that they can close this one out. You don't want to let this come back to overtime. You lost it last time in overtime. Even when you had to lead, let's hope that they can hold it down here. Of course, Hat loving to use that mirror pretty much everywhere they go.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Excuse
bomb.
me. Goodness.
Take some trauma plates.
You know, I'm trying to think about what really went wrong for Core on that one. Gun Havoc has some really good picks, but they were able to get some picks. Virus actually had some really tremendous individual play on that round. I believe he got the 4K, so good individual play by him.
Before insertion.
Core definitely needs to pick up the frags here to finish this one out. You do not want to let it go into overtime, as I just said.
Attackers recover
Especially when you just
Attackers
lost
moving
max
out to
round
locate a
overtime
bomb
the
and
round
defuse it.
before. Gonna be mentally heavy. Blackbeard opening up the garage door, trying to peek that railing upstairs, see if anyone's up there, but there's no one up there currently. He is pushing with that drone. Good use of the drone there. My goodness, I keep yawning. As I said before, I'm on about 2 hours of sleep. Had to drive for about 4 hours today, so
Drone activated.
a little exhausted, but love the close action that we're seeing and would love to see a final map, even if I'm tired as crap. Gun Havoc once again inside of that kitchen, using that buck to try to open up and see what he can see. The cluster charges are coming out from Fuse without any luck this time, though.
A bomb has been located.
They use Castle on the front stairs here to stop that quick push. So Ash had to use her breaching round to open it up, and they did reinforce the wall this time. So good adaptation from Hat. Hopefully their small changes that they made here is all that they needed in order to be good again and win this defensive round.
Activating drone. Drone activated.
I believe that was our last cluster charge that's gone down. Still a 5v5, 110 left in the round. And if you're Virus or Dynasty or Virus, you have to know he's there. You don't really want to peek that, and that brings it right back in favor of Core now. But the time is ticking away, 55 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to have to push soon. I knew he was going to die there. As soon as you saw him reload, Hyper pushed forward and got the kill on him. Zen, though, able to get the good job right there. He gets the down and kills Hyper. Tipper able to get the kill on the Gamer Zeem, so they're inside with the bomb going down. Sweater able to get the kill, though, on the Tranks, which stops the plant. Zen able to get the double kill this round. Big frags for him this round. He takes out Sweater.
Covered the bomb diffuser. Attackers bomb diffuser had
Temper going to come through and finish off Wheeze. And that's a 5-2, and it looks like we're going to be going into the decider map. Great job by Core to come out. Don't let the last game affect you too much. A little bit of slop throughout, but ultimately a fantastic team performance. Gun Havoc coming out and showing a really strong individual performance. As you can see there, he dropped 10 kills. Zen was down 3-5, was able to bring it back and get 3 kills at the end to bring it back 5-5. So good job for him to turn around. Dynasty able to bring it back from last round also. Hyper with 7 kills, so doing a heavy fragging like we thought he would. And we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break. I'm going to take a breather. You guys can take a breather, and then we'll be back and get this deciding map 3. And I am super pumped. I'm not sure who's going to win. You're not sure who's going to win, but you got to come back to find out. Thanks for watching CCS, and stick around.
If you'd hear me out in your defense, you never had a chance. And so tell me straight, I won't go. This is our time now, I'm sure. Make no mistake that we are closer than we're far. Embrace for impact, and fight your fears far. Embrace for impact, I'm a future's engineer, and baby I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And baby I'm here, I'm here, I'm baby, I'm here. Baby, I'm here. Baby, I'm here. I've got a question. If you'd hear me out in your defense, you never had a chance. And so tell me straight, I won't go. This is our time now, I'm sure. Make no mistake that we are closer than we're far. Embrace for impact, and fight your fears far. Embrace for impact, I'm a future.
All right. After that short little break, we do have all of our teams in the lobby. We are ready to get this deciding match. Man, this has been one heck of a battle. The first map really was a gauntlet, back and forth, back and forth. That one, though, went over just barely to hat. They were able to take map 1 6-5. Second map, though, was Clubhouse. Definitely Clubhouse was favored for Core Impact. They won that 5-2. Really could have been a 5-0 sweep. A couple mistakes, but they did it very cleanly. Gun Havoc honestly did a lot of individual work to carry them through that round. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes to Oregon. I know Hat is honestly, Oregon's probably their best map. So going to be very interesting to see what goes on here. Just waiting for these players to ready up, and we're going to get this action underway. Of course, I am your host, Johnny Fluffy Osornio. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's been a long night. It's been a great season so far as our introductory season. So again, thank you to each and every one of you guys hanging out, watching, supporting the community, supporting the new league, supporting the underage players. If you guys want to help these guys earn a little bit of money or a little bit of more money to the prize pool, any donation or bid that you guys may do, that money goes directly towards the prize pool only. So that's one way to support your favorite teams and players. We are hoping to have at least a double the size of a prize pool next season. Around $1,000 is the goal. So we can hopefully keep moving it up more and more each season. Waiting for these guys to get ready. I think we'll play a little bit of background music while we finalize these ready ups. Here we go, final map of the evening. One will go home a winner, one will go home a loser, and there is nothing that either of them can do about it because this is their last chance to prove who is better. Map 1 did go over to Honor Among Thieves. They won what was a very close battle, 6-5, taking that in the final round of overtime. Last round, though, was very decisive. 5-2 in favor of Core Impact, and honestly, it could have been a 5-1 or a 5-0 with a little bit less mistakes by them. That was their pick, so it makes sense why they won it. Oregon, honestly, from what I have seen in the past, has always favored Honor Among Thieves, no matter who they have played against. But, of course, the roster is significantly different, so that should impact them a lot. It's just, a matter of how much it will actually impact them altogether. We are going to see this upstairs kids hold from Core Impact first. And it looks like they're going to be trying to hold this tower. The big tower is never really a bad idea, especially on the first round, because you can put down some early damage if you can't get that lucky pick from spawn. But you can also deny their ability to get into kids itself. No Mira upstairs, but Mira only has a selective place on that mirror, or on that side itself, so you won't see a lot of people use it, but it is useful in certain situations.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate
Looking
a
like we're
bomb
going
and
for that
defuse
spawn
it.
peek I was talking about. Temper's going to be trying to pull it off from top tower. Virus is about to be walking into his crosshairs. Let's see if he peeks it the right way. It looks like a little bit of damage down, but not a whole lot onto that Cappy Tau. If you're going to go for that shot, you're going to want to most likely tap out your bullets. Fortunately, Doc's there to heal him right up. Hyper sitting idly outside of this tower, seeing if he can't see anyone pushing in. Gamer Z is going to be pushing in from the downstairs. And as you can see, they fell back to the tower, and they just reinforced the hole. So now they no longer can get in, and without a drone, they're not even going to know that's happening. But they are going to have to fall back from this vantage point that, as you can see, Sweater is holding with Habana. Hyper just barely missing the tip of Gun Havoc's head on Doc. 1:45 left in this round. And our first kill finally going away. Sweater doing a good job taking out Gun Havoc. That's what we were talking about as he tried to rotate. They were already in that meeting, so that was an easy kill for him. 1:30 into this round, 5v4 in favor of Honor Among Thieves on this first round of our deciding map. Gamer Z gonna enter in from this armory, so they now have armory control. Some pre-fire coming in, but no bullets going down. Trank sitting right outside of this master bedroom, so he hears him punch the barbed wire. He knows he's there. Once again, going to be laying down a pre-fire. A minute left in the round, and the one thing that I would have liked to seen Hat do that they didn't do is put someone on that big window over by the A bomb site. I've seen nothing but rotations going back and forth, and they could have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills. So let's see what they choose to do as they're running out of time. 40 seconds left. It almost feels like they're going to be rotating around looking to go for that kid's bedroom.
It's about to get hot.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Time is ticking away. Smoke doing a good job. Was able to stay in sight and maintain all of his smoke canisters. Temper getting the kill onto Virus on Rome. Hyper getting the kill onto Tranks. But Temper getting the double kill, Zin getting a kill on the Hyper, and just like that, the favor is now in favor of Core Impact. He has no clue he's in there. He pushed all the way into smoke. He was gassing him out. Sweater able to get the kill, but that's not going to matter. As he pushes on through, Dynasty gets the kill, and round number 1, which looked like it was going to go over to Hat, has went over to Core Impact. Been a very, very long night. Over 100 of you guys sticking around all night long. So thanks again for tuning in. We love you guys. We hope that you enjoy what's going on over here at the CCS, and we hope to continue to improve the best that we can for you guys. And gals, I should say. Laundry supply coming out, though. So Hat going to do a little bit of a different strategy. Core Impact went upstairs first. We're going to see the laundry first. I see a mirror, so you're likely to see one on that closet on the right side
Attackers
panel.
need to locate and defuse
So
as
Smoke
many
can
bombs
easily
as they
play
can.
that with a jiggle peek and throw his canisters out when needed. But you'll also see people using it from the upstairs to hold the meeting. So it's just a matter of how you choose to. One of my favorite things about Mira is the diversity that she has allowed in the game itself.
Unrolling wrist.
Attackers have
New
located a
feed
bomb.
up. Get a good look at them.
So we do see both mirrors going down in the basement. They're not going to be playing it from the meeting. They're just going to go ahead and reinforce all these hatches, which isn't a bad thing, really.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
As you guys know, we will be holding an open qualifier tomorrow. The top 2 teams will receive Mystic Esports and Equinox team slots in this league. The last time I checked, which was a couple hours ago, there's about 20 people interested, but only 12 of them have completely registered. It doesn't actually put you in the event until you register all 5 people. Just go over to Battlefy and search for Cyber Athlete Championship Series. You can find the bracket there. Pretty much a first come, first serve. Goes down tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing most of the hosting on that. I'll probably grab the finals if it doesn't go too late. May try to cast some of the matches, but maybe not. Just depends. But with all the chitter chatter a minute into the round, then almost gets the kill onto that bandit. Or that Jaeger, excuse me, which is Wheeze. But takes him very low. A little bit of aggressive play there by Zen. Hyper jumps out and gets Dynasty on the rappel. Wow, and that one's going to hurt because that is the Blackbeard that sits up on top of the 8 window, and you just can't die there, Zen. Hyper with the double kill. Playing with that aggressive play that we know he loves to play with. You got to anticipate it and counter it. He had the angle, but Zen just didn't quite land the shot he needed to. Abana gonna have to rotate around the backside to get this bomb now. It's 5v3. And just like that, it's 4v3 though, because Tranks is able to take out Wheeze. So Jaeger's finally down, but Capitao and Blackbeard are down. That's 2 very important operators for this attack phase. Havoc putting some pre-fire down through that wall, letting him know that they know he is there. Also gonna use that drone to try to find out exactly where he is.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Temper actually doing a very good job this round. That's another kill for him, so that's 2. He's able to individually bring this back to a 3v3 with some early errant deaths. But right as we say it, we jinx him, and Gamer Z gets the kill on the Tranks. Gun Havoc gets the kill on the Gamer Z, but gets down. Hopefully Temper can pick him up. I'm sure they know he's there, but they're not going to risk it because it is still just a 2v2, and that Buck is down to 50% health. 20 seconds left. If I'm the defender, I know all I have to do is wait for the entrance.
15 seconds remaining.
It's going to be very difficult. Mira should be able to get this easy. Gun Havoc drops right inside the site. Virus does a good job. He takes the kill on the Havoc. Temper getting the triple kill. He pushes through. He's going for the planet. He's taking damage. He has to get off or it would have killed him. So good job to Honor Among Thieves to play that one passively, to play the time, play the objective. And they're able to bring that one home for them. So now it's 1-1. And nothing but close battles. This has probably been one of the most fantastic matchups we've seen in a while. If you guys are wondering, luckily for you, all of these will go on to YouTube. If you were just stopping in, you didn't get to see some of the earlier maps or rounds or some of the other games, we put all our games on YouTube. We normally try to do all major updates by Monday. So Wednesday was a match, Friday's a match, and then we do all the updates by Monday on the website, on the YouTube, on the VODs. So everything pretty much goes through Monday. So look Monday for updated standings and the VODs. And we have another laundry hole, but this one is a very different laundry hole. This is the other style that I had mentioned where you can actually hold it from the upstairs. Reinforce the rear stage, reinforce the kitchen, the wall behind the sandbags. You put someone up in the attic, put a mirror on the small wall by the garage. And then, of course, put the other one downstairs. You put one guy in sight, and you have 4 upstairs. Anytime anything goes bad, you can easily just rotate through those hatches. Even if they go for the construction take, you can open up some holes and give yourself a sight line. So I like the defense. It's just going to be a matter of can they land their shots and what kind of attack Hat chooses to bring against it. Habana has made her way in the bottom of the small tower, as well as Ash.
Drone's up and running. Drone.
But they are holding tight in here. One upstairs and one in the meeting itself. So one in attic. Those were the holes that we were talking about, so they pretty much did it exactly how I thought they might. Sweater was going to go ahead and punch it open, but Hyper said, get out of the way, I'm going to use my breaching round. Sounds like a Twitch drone did go through and get one of those mirrors open. Jaeger just going to let the drone damage him because he's worried about getting flanked, but now he's taking 40 damage from that dang drone. Pesky little drone. But Havoc has a really nice angle on this back side. They used their thermite charge to open the rear stage wall. They're actually doing a really good job holding this meeting. I'm really envious, but right as I say that, Gamer Z takes out Gun Havoc. Then holding a cheeky little angle on Blackbeard's able to take out the face shield, takes a lot of damage in the process. I'm not sure why you would push that Virus without putting another shield on. Good headshot by Zen, but kind of a gimme given over by Virus. You can hear the shots going down. No kills happening. 40 seconds left in the round. It's 4v4. They're going to have to push forward at some point. Currently in favor of Core Impact, although Castle is very low. Finally getting the hatch open, and they're going to try to push. Sweater able to get the kill onto Zen, but Temper getting the trade back onto Sweater. So it's still advantage for... Actually, no advantage for no one. It's 3v3, so advantage for the defenders because the time is running out. That's the final smoke canister. Oh, and Dynasty doesn't hit the shot. He's going to be able to get up on top of it. Tranks is able to get the kill onto Hyper, but the bomb is going down. There's not going to be much he can do about it. Gamer Zero able to take out Tricks. Temper takes out Gamer Zero. The bomb does go down, but he has a really good angle. Good job by Temper to finish off that round and get the diffuser.
Defenders disabled the diffuser. Defenders win.
Really good heads-up individual play by Temper at the end there. Kept his composure and was able to get the 2 important kills that he needed to. They got the bomb down, but that early frag from Tranks in the hallway set up what they needed to solidify that one. So we have our first advantage now, 2-1 in favor of Core Impact on our final deciding map of the night. And it's been one heck of a grind tonight. All alone again on the maximum rounds, my friend. Yeah. Go ahead and meme that. But here we go, another upstairs hold, but this time it's going to be Hat that we get to see. That mirror that we talked about that they love to bring, they are bringing it. I'm expecting to see at least one facing that master bedroom. They're going to be using the other one as a crouch hole. Right above the white stairs. I like the use there also. Pretty good operator picks. Now I am interested that they're using Mira, but opting to open up the attic. Not really where else they're going to use it. So they're going to be putting it in the master bedroom. It's kind of a 50-50. You know, the players are going to repel from those kids' bedroom windows. They can easily put the fire down needed to open up that mirror. So I feel like that's a wasted mirror. If anything, you want to use that to look inside of something else, whether it be the attic or the master bedroom. You could probably use that a little bit more efficiently. But everyone plays their own way. Let's see how it works out for these guys. Habana has made her way into the small tower.
Clear.
Reloading.
And once again, I'm not sure how it happened, but Dynasty gets downed He still has both of his Blackbeard face shields, but I'm not sure exactly what source it was that took him down. As you can see, Capital is repelled on the side window. Habana able to get the kill on the Virus. So that's Jaeger, no more. 145 left in the round. Gun Havoc does a fantastic job using those fire arrows and gets a kill on the Sweater. Able to clear them all the way out of there. They know a flank is about to come out, but Gun Havoc's going to go ahead and jump in. Little misclick on his reload. Hyper gets the kill on the Temper to bring it back one closer, but it's still 4v3 and now a 4v2 because Dynasty gets the kill on the Wheeze. Using that Blackbeard on that window that we talked about to watch the cross. Sweater does drop. Unless he can get back in here, we'll have to do a rehost. But it is currently 4v2 in favor of the attackers, and they're up 2-1. On our final map of the night, Tranks has made his way inside of the site, and the bomb is going to go down. Zen able to get the kill on the Hyper. Gun Havoc gets the kill on the Gamer. This looks like it is going to be a rehost. But it is 3-1 now in favor of Core Impact. And while they get this rehost going, we'll take a small break, play some music for you guys. But don't go anywhere. It shouldn't take long to get them back in here. I'm just going to play some music and leave the screen up. No big deal. As you can see, we finally have everyone in the lobby, so let's just go ahead and kick this off. If everyone's in here, just go ahead and start it up. They should be ready by now. There's been plenty of time, and everyone is anxious to see who is going to finish this game up. Core is currently up 3-1 on our final deciding map of the evening. Series is 1-1. Defense going on over to Core Impact. Brought it up on your screen. You see the little plus sign on the side of the score. That is the rounds that they had before the restart. So a good favor right now for Core Impact. Create a nice little cushion or buffer, if you will, for themselves so that they don't have to worry about it, stress, or sweat. They are going to be defending that kid's dorm again, but this time they're bringing the Mira, so they're likely going to be trying to shut down that master bedroom push, which is what you saw from Hat last time. One of the distinct things that I noticed about Hat, I'm not sure if it'll still be relative with such a huge roster change, but one of the things that they did so successfully in the past was their ability to recognize and see where you're investing all of the eggs in which basket, and then they're going to go ahead and choose the other basket. Last round they were going for that kids, but they saw how heavily it was stacked, so they rotated over to the master side. They weren't able to win it. They lost a couple of gunfights, but still very good strategy coming out. So let's see if Core can hold down once again. They have reinforced off all of that attic, so no one's going to be playing in there this time. They're not going to be denying anything from the tower itself unless from a roam.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Reloaded!
Pushing this front side here. Not really showing a whole lot yet.
Now you see me. Now you don't. Loading full magazine. Drone activated.
Now Temper's on roam, and he pushed his way all the way through meeting. He just got droned out, and I think that he knows he got droned, so he's going to go all the way down into the basement. But that drone's going to continue to follow him down there and just be a complete pain in the you-know-what. Zaps him once for good measure, and now Sweater going to try to push down on that drone. I don't like how he wasn't with the drone when it pushed. He could reposition anywhere, and he'd have no clue where he's at. He does have a nice little peek, and he sees the tip of his gun, so Temper's going to go down. Good kill by Sweater to set the tone and set themselves apart. A nice little peek going on from Sweater, but most of that damage was... Well, actually, no, he was able to get the down off, so a good exchange for them. They have one down, and they now have one of their players down to 50% health. Those mirrors that we talked about facing in toward the master bedroom from the main hallway. Hyper does have control of the attic, and he's pinging on it, so I'm assuming that he's calling for a Habana or a Thatcher or someone to get over there and get that thing open.
Bomb located by attackers.
Deploying shock drone.
They do have complete control of this attic. They didn't get the shock wires yet, so Thermite can't open up that wall, although he definitely wants to. But Twitch was able to finally go through and get rid of those charges, so Thermite's going to be opening it up. Gun Havoc pushing all the way through. Wheeze is down. Zen's down. Sweater's down. What in the world happened over here? Everyone's down. Virus finishes off Tranks. Meanwhile, Havoc does pick up his teammate, but Zen is still down on that big window. Hyper pushes straight through. He was completely unaware. Zen gets taken down. He gets finished off by Sweater. Last one sitting in sight, and it doesn't matter. The Sweater finishes him off. I believe that was a double kill for Sweater. So good job by Hat to bring it that one round closer, because now it's just 3-2. able to gather themselves and regather themselves upon this restart. They had a few minutes to talk about it while they were getting their player back in. Looks like it did a little bit of help for them. You have to forgive me now, getting a little groggy, very tired.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Again, on 2 hours of sleep, 4 hours of driving, I'm just exhausted. It's been a long day. But we will say there's been some damn exciting matches going on in the C6 in week 6. Right now, you're seeing your number 2 team, Core Impact, coming in at 4-1, taking on the number 3 team in Honor Among Thieves. They came in at 3-2. Most of their stats pretty identical. Both teams coming in with roster changes, going max distance. This is the kind of stuff that we like to see, the extra juicy content for you players and spectators alike.
5 seconds left before insertion.
So Sweater on Rome, and he's going to get those drones. He doesn't see Gun Havoc's drone, and Gun Havoc's going to follow him right up them stairs. So they know he's there, and if I know Core the way I do, I know they're going to be going for that big tower, looking to open up the attic and push that kid's room like last time, and it was very successful for them.
Diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
This time Jaeger is in the tower, though, trying to discourage them and deviate their plans just a little bit. Nice little peek coming out for Temper, just checking underneath that small wall. Back porch there.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And they have droned him out, so they know that the Bandit is on this front side, and so Sweater and Bandit are both in basement right now. Not really bad to have a buddy system. Wondering if Sweater is going to go for a run out. Luckily, Tranks moved. He was just, or Temper did move, because he was just peeking that spot.
Clear.
150 left in a round, and right as he opens it up, Temper uses hyper aggression against him and gets a kill. So now they're up 5v4 with a minute and 54 left, or a minute and 45 left in this round.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Tranks able to get the kill on the Gamer, but Weez gets the kill on the Havoc, and Weez gets the kill on the Tranks. He was able to jump out and get 2. That's just something that can't happen, but Zen gets the trade back to Weez, so he's down. Dynasty gets to pick up on the Virus. It's all left on Jaeger. Now Temper is down, so it's only a 2v1, and it's 120 left, so it's not completely undoable. First drone coming out. So they have spotted him. They know he's sitting on top of this white stairs. Does still have that mirror to work with. So in all honesty, he's in a fairly decent position to make this work. Second drone coming through. Blackbird has control of that A window. They are going to be using Capital to get him off of there. And right as he jumps in, Zen gets taken out by Sweater. Now Habana is in, and he does have control of that Mira, but he's going to fall back likely to get the bump. Wow, Sweater with the beautiful 2K, and if he just plays it passively, he doesn't have to aggressively peek this. It seems like he's a little too antsy, and right as he pushes in, no, he didn't have to peek him. He could have had the round, but Dynasty uses that face shield to lock it down and gets a kill, so it's now 4-2 match point, Core Impact. Honestly, that was an exciting round. It never should have came back the way it did. Sweater did a fantastic job putting himself in the position to get a beautiful 3-4K clutch. But just like I thought he might do from the way he was playing, he got a little too antsy. The pressure got to him. All he had to do was play the bomb. He could have actually let Blackbeard push all the way in. He could have fallen down all the way down the white stairs, ran all the way around and up. He could have even just sat at the bottom of white stairs because he knows he has to go for the bomb. You were under 30 seconds. Force him to run inside of sight. Force him to get that bomb down. Definitely something Sweater needs to look at, but he is still playing very well today.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
But here we go, 4-2 match point in favor of Core Impact. Very close game throughout. And I don't know about you guys, but this has been extremely exciting. I was actually looking forward to this matchup
10
for a
seconds
long
left.
time. I'm sure it might have been a little bit different. Still
10
had
seconds
Bolo.
left.
Had the roster changes not been as heavy, because they did have to replace 3 players on this
Attackers
team.
have
So
recovered their
honestly,
diffuser.
considering that
Attackers
they've
are
had to
moving
replace
defuse the bomb.
replace 3 players, they're doing really good. But their backs are up against the wall, and they're gonna have to do something special here. How to get a drink.
Drone up.
Gamer Z repelling up to this Master, so it's looking like we're gonna have a Master's take. Wow, I don't know what happened there, but Tranks just shot Dynasty right in the back of the head. And that one's probably going to hurt not only numbers, but morale. I'm sure Gun Havoc is not very pleased right now. Somehow Thermite was able to just pop open the door and walk straight in and get that charge down. Gun Havoc able to even the odds by taking out Wheeze. So Smoke and Blackbeard down, a very strong pickup. Temper going a little bit too aggressive, and Hyper punishes him for it. Gamer taking out Gun Havoc. Trank's able to pick up Virus to bring it one closer, but it is 3-2 now. My voice is getting sore, throat's getting dry. Everything's neck and neck.
Bomb located by attackers.
Wow, that was actually a really good shot by Zen. He was able to catch that Habana, or that Ashe, as she was slow peeking. So now it's 2v2. I'm not sure if that's the hallway or the side, but the bomb is down. Right inside the hallway of Attic. They'll have some drones, so they're going to use those. Everything getting very quiet and getting down to the wire here. Then, although he looks a little antsy, is in a really good position to make a move here. They were on the camera, so they called out that he pushed in.
Loading, no magazine.
He does a very good job putting him down.
Attackers
It's a
recovered
1v1. He has the bomb, but he's extremely low. It's now all on the shoulders of Tranks. He has full health. Oh, and he didn't check it. Wow. What a fantastic clutch by Sweater. And if he would have just played heads up last round, we'd be in overtime once again. It is now 4-3, match point in favor of Core Impact. But wow, what a beautiful comeback. They were up 4-1. So this has been a huge swing. What a crazy turn of events that we are having right here that has transpired. Pretty much everything has gone maximum rounds and maximum distance. Some juicy, juicy content for you guys to go back and study later on, because there are lots of things to see and lots of things to learn in this video.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Of course, you can get all of our VODs on our YouTube. Just search CCS Esports or Cyber Athlete, one word, Championship Series. Every single match that is played goes directly onto our YouTube. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others. You have to understand, everyone here is volunteer. We do this out of love. We do this out of passion for the game and for the community. But here we go. I'm babbling, and we got this exciting matchup going on underway.
10 seconds to go.
And if I do recall correctly, I believe that they struggled up here last time. Core Impact was able to take this. Hopefully they can learn from what happened last time and get the lockdown and bring this one back to overtime.
Defuse a bomb.
Blackbeard trying to put some free fire down on that big window. Of course, no one was there, so no damage going down, but he is able to take out that stationary camera. Gun Havoc is peeking on this punch hole. Of course, it being open forces you to have to watch it. Has made his way onto the small roof.
Loading mag.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
You do see Hyper here. He is in this big tower all the way in the corner. I don't think that he's been spotted on drone just yet. Sweater is, not Sweater, it's actually Virus. He's up in the top of this watchtower, the big tower, as you will. Grenades coming in. They're doing everything in their power to try to get them out, but currently unsuccessful. Hyper able to get the kill on a temper, though. So they are poised to bring this one to overtime. 1:40 left in this round. Gun Havoc is right here on side of this meeting hall roof. He's going to jump in, and you know that's going to go over to Hyper every single time. So now a double kill, because he's able to take out both. Dynasty, though, uses that Blackbeard power and gets a kill. Tranks with a fantastic nade all the way in the corner, and is able to bring it back to 3-3 and what looked like it was going to be very grim for Core Impact, showing a little bit of poise here. Able to bring it back and tie up the numbers. Bad grenade by Tranks on that one, but it doesn't matter because Zen was able to get the down. He's going to get the pickup for the stat sheets. And it's now 3-2 in favor of the attackers in Core Impact. It is their match point, 4-3, the last match point they have to give. Only 35 seconds left. I would say it's heavily in favor of the attackers, but the time almost puts it in favor of the defenders. The thing that's going to be very detrimental to them is the health of Sweater on that Jaeger is really low.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Our fire arrows are going out, so we're about to see our attackers push inside. Sweater not able to do it this time. Zen with the double kill that round. GG's coming out. And wow, what an amazing game from both teams. I want to say just good job to both of you guys. Nothing to take away from this one. Nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone played very, very, very good today. You know, considering all the roster changes that had happened for HAL, I am very impressed with the way they performed, and I am extremely excited to see what they're going to bring in the future. I wasn't really sure what they could offer without having Bolo and some of their standard players like they have in the past, but they definitely proved me wrong. Just a few little things that they can fix, and they would come out on top of this. Core Impact, definitely a lot to work on from you guys. You got the win. I think you could have had some more rounds, so make sure you guys go back and get those VODs, but very good job on the win itself. Gun Havoc with a fantastic individual performance today. Probably going to have to give him individual MVP. So GG's to everyone, and thank you to all you guys and gals out there who stayed and hung out with us all the way till midnight. My goodness, this game started at 9:30. 2.5 hours later, it's finally concluded with Core Impact being the victors, moving on to 5-1 with the FF win today. It does put FE in first place still, though 6-0 as the only undefeated team left in the CCS. We have one more set of 3, and then that will be officially half of our season played, 50%. So thank you again, everyone, for stopping in. I am Fluffy. This is the CCS. A big shout out to Crazy Man and CZ for doing some observer work today. A big shout out to Talon for doing work for us too in the game 1. So thank you to everyone, and have a fantastic evening. Good night.